Welcome back to the MLG Pro League. Mr. X joined by Chance via Skype. Currently watching TCM versus FaZe. You're just joining us. TCM is up 2-0 in this series. Other series we have going on right now, AR versus Envy, all tied up at 2-2 maps apiece. And Chance, this map so far, 3 minutes ago in this one, back and forth it's been, but it looks like Gunchi, he's going to be in prime position, at least get 1 point on the board. This would be huge for TCM. He's going to connect on that first shot. And it's very interesting, in the few times that we've seen TCM play, they do a very nice job connecting on those 1 point scores. A lot of teams, they actually miss those, to be quite honest, and it's quite surprising.
Yeah, and something that's like kind of particular about Biolab uplink is if you miss the throw on Biolab, there's like a pretty good chance that the drone is just going to completely fall off the map, and that shuts down your entire push. But on maps like uplink, the score place, whatever it's called, the portal is kind of like cornered in. So even if you miss a shot, you still have a chance of like pushing into the base, getting kills, and then turning it into a 2 point play, and you get rewarded for missing the 1 point shot. But that's definitely not something you want to do on Biolab at all. No,
not at all. I think it's so depressing when we watch some people play and they go for those 1 point scores. They just throw that one off the map. Looks like Enable might be able to get a 2 point, but he actually bumps into a teammate. Should still be able to get that one in. It's going to be FaZe putting that one in for 2. Able to get that on the board. They're going to go up 1 here, but it's going to be Moose. He's going to be playing that drone reset. He's going to be in a nice position sitting on top of this green cowl. He's going to go for 1, and that's what we talked about, Chance. You miss those 1 point scores. It goes right off the map. Slasher tried to intercept it, and he actually goes off the map as well. So very nice play by Enable to get that 2 point score in, but on the flip side, Moose missing that 1 point score after he gave so much props to TCM for not missing those.
Yeah, pretty bad timing on that. But FaZe X right now sitting at 15-6. Lately, since aside from that very first tournament where FaZe was able to take a win, people have been calling into question FaZe's or X's motivation. And he tweeted out earlier about going up like a prestige every single day for like the past week. So he really seems to be grinding this game, and he's putting on performances like 15-7. That has to make you happy as like a FaZe fan.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if Aches plays well at Champs, I think this team, the sky is the limit for them. I mean, if he plays well, they will be in the finals. I don't know if they will beat Optic Gaming. They're going to have a pretty good effort, and Optic Gaming is going to have to struggle a little bit. But I think this FaZe lineup definitely has what it takes, in the Slayer department, and take control over a series versus Optic Gaming. Gunchi going to put that one in for another 1 point score, doing a nice job controlling that drone area for TCM. We're going to be tied here 2-2. It's going to be 55 seconds left, though, but TCM needs to put more pressure on drone side of the map because they're giving a lot of that up to FaZe right now.
Yeah, TCM is also really going to have to start slaying. All of their players are negative right now. It is Jerk, who is just even, drops down to 12-13. So Aches really putting on a great performance, but all 4 players for FaZe right now are just doing a really good job slaying right now. And despite it being 2-2, TCM must be playing some really good uplink to be able to hold that consistent with FaZe despite being outslayed so heavily. But Enable is going to have the ball, and it looks like he does not quite have a clear path as Gunchi is behind him, but Gunchi is going to get picked off. So another 2 point play coming in for Enable. 4-2 lead going into the second half for FaZe. And
Gunchi, Enable, sorry, he made an unbelievable play. He had the drone, threw the drone down, jumped through the top of the window, was able to kill the player on TCM, and then put that one in for 2. And that is a game-changing play. Enable, that is one that we will be watching again sometime this week, as it's going to be FaZe taking a 2 point lead going into the second half. I know this team, FaZe speaking, they can't afford to lose this one 3-0. I mean, going into their second match, we know how these players are. Would definitely be volatile, hostile going into that next matchup. Just for saving their night from being 0-2, I think they need to come back all the way in this series and win this one, or at least make it respectable. A 3-0 loss would be pretty brutal here.
I mean, yeah, and even coming into this, I expected FaZe pretty much to wipe the floor with TCM, as we said earlier. So that's got to be even more. It's a confidence boost for TCM to be able to take down a top American team like they are. But on the flip side for FaZe, if they just get 3-0 sweep, that's going to just completely destroy them, because the American teams are expected just to dominate pretty much all the foreign teams, with the exception of maybe TCM and Epsilon. But even then, the expectation is just for FaZe to completely outperform them. So not looking good for them overall, but this side, they've really kind of brought it back again. The slaying category just absolutely dominant. Ace going double positive, Enable having a great game. Apparently had a crazy run, which I completely missed, which I'm kind of disappointed at. But it's also going to be 3 down for TCM, as it looks like I don't even think Moose is playing anymore. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, Moose struggling a little bit here. 7-14. really, they're going to need him to step it up because he's one of that main slayers for this TCM lineup. But it's going to be TCM who's going to have drone control on this side of the map. It's going to be Gunshi on your screen with the drone. He's going to bring this top purple. Just going to get that drone reset going on. Make sure FaZe cannot control it. It's going to be Shane on your screen now. He's going to be trying to push into purple. And what you want to do here, I think, is you want to get into purple. You want to get control of that area. And then you want to have one player off the spawn get control of the drone. I think to just run up to the drone and take it, not going to happen. Jerd trying to put some shots in. Moose helping him out from behind. Looks like TCM is going to be able to make a push here with the drone.
Yeah, right now they're doing exactly what you said, getting control of purple and pushing through there. And it seems like the play last time, they expected the guy with the drone to be able to have a clear path because TCM sent 2 players on the flank and actually cleared out the base of FaZe, but Gunshi wasn't able to get away with the drone, so that play got completely shut down, as did this one. So FaZe able to maintain their lead so far, looking pretty good for them on this second side.
Yeah, and TCM doing a nice job controlling the drone. They're just not able to make any plays with it. It's going to be Shane, though, wrapping around into this mid-bio. And ooh, if he would have kept going straight, I think he would have been able to make a play. And his teammate does. It's Jerd. He's going to be taken out, though. So Shane, he's going to need to go big here. He's got 3 players from FaZe pushing rapidly. There's 2 players directly to his right. Teammate's definitely going to be calling that out. It's going to be Gunshi and Moose shutting that one down. It's going to be 3 players down, though, for TCM. It's going to be Jerd, last one alive. He's going to need to go big here. He's going to be able to take the drone carrier out. Not able to take out Aches, though. Aches going to pick up the drone, go for 1, and he puts that one in. Big play right there to make it a 2-score game.
Yeah, TCM, I think, stopped that push about like 5 times, but the pressure from FaZe was just too much as Ace was able to get that final 1-point toss and Parasite round. Right now with the ball, might be able to get a 1-point toss if he can get that kill, but Jerd is able to get the 2-piece on Parasite and Slasher to clean that one up. So Jerd is going to be taking the ball right now, and they're going to be rotating it all the way back around from green plat, but it looks like FaZe has put themselves in a position to stop this play.
It's a big 1-point play because now it's going to be TCM having to score twice. Regardless of what happens to make this comeback. But it's going to be a huge play right there out of Parasite. He's on a 3 streak. He was able to beat that player down, Gunshi, with the drone. And it's going to be FaZe. It looks like they're going to be taking control over this uplink game. And really, Aches has kind of been the story. He's come alive here. Double positive at 30 and 15. Really controlling the entire map chance with the AR play.
Yeah, and then Jerd right there with your drone had absolutely no support from his team, so he chucks it into the base, but that's going to get reset, so TCM gets shut down again right away from FaZe, and Shane is now going to be the guy with your drone. He's going to do the exact same thing, thrown in your base. It's actually going to land on top of the turret building, so that's going to be a 15-second reset, but it really looks like TCM is going for the throws into the base, which is something that can work, obviously, if you're able to clear it out, but it can also backfire very, very quickly. If you throw it in the base and then your team gets wiped out, FaZe is going to have a really easy run straight across green plat to get an easy 2-point play. So risky plays in uplink, and so far it has not paid off for them.
No, not at all. You see, it's going to be Aches with a pass over towards Parasite. Parasite with a chance to put this one in for 2, and he does. And this one looks like it's going to be all over chance. A minute to go. 9-2 up is FaZe. Just a dominant performance out of them in uplink. TCM really needs to rally the troops here. Make sure this one doesn't go to a game 5. I can totally see FaZe bringing this one all the way back.
Yeah, Naval right now on a 6-kill streak. He actually completely ran out of ammo in his original primary weapon, so now he had to pick up a barrel off of the dead body. Makes it a 7 streak before it gets picked off. But yeah, all the FaZe players right now are starting to heat up in this uplink, and this is the kind of momentum that if they can just take throughout this, they're going to be able to come back and make the 3-0 sweep on TCM, but they're just making it interesting, and that's what I like to see.
Well, this is the first time that we've seen FaZe in this series really outslay TCM. It's going to be a pass from Slasher to Enable. Enable's going to put that one in. I know 15 seconds left on the clock now. Going into this next CTF, what do you think TCM needs to change up?
Well, I mean, as you said it, this is the one map where they haven't been able to outslay FaZe, so they're just going to have to shut that down. Well, and then even at CTF, slaying isn't everything, but if you're slowing down Jerd and Moose, who have been playing massive the first 2 maps, then FaZe is going to be able to take it. So Jerd